play fake here on first down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Brandon, when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach and talked about how they wanted to begin this game offensively, they talked about their script, didn't they? 10 to 15 plays, the first 10 to 15 they had on their script. Nowhere on the script was there throwing an interception, I have to believe.
The interception. Here's Palmer. Caught right side. Gresham. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Let's look at this offense now, and let's talk about John Brown.
An exciting young talent from Pittsburgh State, home of the Gorillas. Hard to cover. Great moves in short areas.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Halfback sent in motion. Now Palmer to throw on second down. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. And let's run through the Dolphins defense.
Ndamukong Suh provokes a whole lot of conversation. But at the end, everyone agrees one of the best defensive tackles in the NFL.
They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on third down.
Let's go, let's go. Deep.
And the wideout in motion.
Regular. Deep.
On third down, Palmer. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. Here's the battering ram, Blunt. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week to attack. They took advantage, got the first down.
And the key words in there, prepped for all week. They really studied them, understood their tendencies, knew what they liked to do, and prepared their game plan accordingly. And boy, the payoff was good.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second down, here's Palmer. Steps away to his left. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Now it's Palmer. Caught by Nelson left side. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And, Dawson missed it. It's wide to the left. No good. And this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
3.5 to go, first quarter. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. One of the newer Cardinals picked up from New England, Chandler Jones. In there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. In motion is Grant. On second down, here's Tannehill. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. 23 yards on the play. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Slot man moves right. They go play action here on first down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a first down throw. Tannehill eluding the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They begin the drive with Johnson. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down following the run. Again, it's Johnson. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard of the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Cameron Wake makes plays like that look simple because I think he plays with excellent leverage. Really does a nice job of being lower than the offensive guys trying to block him and gets underneath them and goes up and down the line of scrimmage to make those types of plays.
They kept him to a short run play there.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package.
Yeah.
6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. Palmer now to throw on 3rd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks. And while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something is just wrong with the ball or the wind or something is funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. Second down. Okay, the starters for the Miami Dolphins offensively. Charles, who are we highlighting?
Got to highlight Jay Ajayi, their running back. Came out of Boise State as a fifth-round pick, but most people had his talent much more like a second round. There were some medical concerns with the knee, but he can do it all. Run, catch, block. He's truly a three-down back.
Play fake to Ajayi. It's Tannehill. And got his tight end, Duarte. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And here is the Cardinal defense.
Tyrann Mathieu has a cornerback's build with safety skills. The Honey Badger knows where the football is.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. The slot man in motion right. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And it's caught by Parker. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Tannehill throwing again. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Again, Tannehill. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And he motions the wide receiver. Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. And that will be incomplete as well. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And it brings up 4th down.
But when it comes to Patrick Peterson, it does not matter where the Pro Bowl is being played. It doesn't matter whether it's Hawaii or the site of the Super Bowl. He's going to be selected for that game. He's into his 6th year now, a Pro Bowler in his previous 5, but he's gotten better in the last couple of years. Gotten his weight down, understands receivers even better than before, and plays with a great joy and physicality that all comes together and makes it a hard day for receivers to run patterns against him.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. The trick play does not pan out here on 4th and goal. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They come out here in the eye. Now Palmer back into his end zone. Caught by Nelson left side. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now.
Regular. Here we go. Blue 95. Regular.
And Palmer gives to Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Good luck trying to get your running game going against Ndamukong Suh. I mean, he is so strong. Just trying to move him, take one guy, two guys, whatever. I wish you a whole lot of luck. He usually converts an offensive running game into rubble.
Let's see what they go to here on third down and 6.
Here we go.
Now Palmer down around his goal line. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he is going to have the first down as he gets this up to his own 11. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. And a big face mask penalty here, 15 yards.
You never want to get your hands up in the face mask area because your fingers can get tangled up there, and that can hurt you as a player.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. Palmer's hit, fumble. He loses the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now Palmer to throw on second down. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. And the back goes into motion. Time running out here on the play clock. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Flush to his right. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Xavier Howard. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. The tight end in motion right. After the interception, here's Tannehill. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jay Ajayi there out of the backfield. And that'll bring up second down.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
Now give them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
So a penalty that can frustrate a coach so much, a mental error, and it'll back him up 5 yards. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's second and long. They send Parker in motion left. Here's Tannehill now on second down. His throw incomplete. Parker unable to get that one, and that'll make it third down. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. And the slot man goes in motion left. Play clock hit 0. Don't know what went wrong there, Charles, but it's going to cost them 5 yards.
Has to be some organization from the sideline. Sometimes when you're trying to decide on what play to send in, the play caller has to move a little bit faster.
And after the penalty, the offense backed up here on third down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Third and long, it's Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Brandon Williams in there to bring him down, and it'll be a play to remember for that young man. The first sack of his NFL career. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Get ready. Blue 95.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
On 2nd down, Palmer. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Miami after this. Palmer gives to Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense is able to run successfully.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. The tight end, Jermaine Gresham, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Ten yards still left on 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On second down. Johnson trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Sally 19. Let's go.
The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's first and goal. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Here we go. Wide 18. Wide 18. Deep.
On second down, here's Palmer. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So this will be play number 8 on the drive. It's third and goal.
Right now. Deep.
On third and goal, Palmer. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on fourth down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the second quarter.
And while they're concerned about not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half, how good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half? But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
In motion is Grant. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you up to Orlando, and with our EA Sports halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here we go. Regular. Mirror. Here we go. 95. Deep. Mirror. Let's go. Wide 18. Wide.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it'll give the Cardinals a first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20.
You know what's really hard for a big-time running back? Is patience. Being able to hang in there when the runs aren't there, when you're taking some hits early in the game. With this drive, oh, he's come alive, and in a big way. Now he's starting to gallop.
And now a first down following that long gain. From the red zone now, here's Palmer on first down. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Let's go, let's go. Blues 58. Blues
They'll bring
58.
one of the tight ends in motion left. Johnson. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on 3rd down. They'll run it here with Blunt. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Brinza now, after the field goal, readies for the kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after him early and try and create a big play.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And the slot man goes in motion left. From his goal line here, Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. Marcus Golden in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Now, this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Second down, sack by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on 3rd? We'll see. And they'll send the slot in motion left. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill buying time to his left. And incomplete here to bring up fourth down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They go play action with Palmer. They'll roll him out right. And this is incomplete.
I know we're doing this game live, but let's step into the film room for just a second, because when they review this play, oh, the negatives are going to be incredible on this one. Rolling out to his right. Yeah, right-handed, so that's a natural spot for him. But he throws back across his body back into traffic.
Big no-no.
Oh, that's a monster no-no. The only good thing that happened, it fell incomplete. Very fortunate.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Palmer on 3rd and long. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. In motion is Grant. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by a South Florida native, Patrick Peterson. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Great footwork there, Charles, to dot the I, stay in bounds, get both feet in. He's probably thinking, though, man, I made a catch like that close to the end zone. I should have scored.
Yeah, there's always a regret when you're that close to the goal line. But let's go back to what you talked about before, getting his feet down. Would you say dotting the I? I can cross the T as well. That was excellent footwork to get in bounds and make a great catch.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for it. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through. They ended up tackling for a loss.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll go to Blunt, try and pound it in. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Back now in Miami. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. They come out here in the I. They run, it's Johnson, and he is in for 6. Touchdown Cardinals. David Johnson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And they will line up now for the 2-point try.
Let's go, let's go.
Palmer looking to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. They go back to the air here after the in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Dayon Buchanan in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And the slot man goes in motion left. To throw on second down is Tannehill. Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Let's go, let's go.
So after the interception, here's Palmer. And that'll be incomplete. The intended receiver was David Johnson. And that'll bring up second down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Sally 19. Sally 19. Let's go. Regular. Sally 19.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A gain of 8 and a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Here's Palmer. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run it with Johnson. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And it is now 21-0. Now Brenza will boom it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This is caught by Marlon Brown. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They send Parker in motion left. Tannehill on first down. Dancing to his left. Oh, good hurdle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They send Parker in motion left. On first down, Tannehill. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football. But today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 2nd and 10, Tannehill eluding the pressure right. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. But I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. And the Cardinals, they trot out their dime package for 3rd down. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the slot man goes in motion left. 3rd and long. It's Tannehill. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. In motion goes the tight end. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. Under pressure, they got him again. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. In there to sack him for a loss of 6. And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. They take over with great field position. They've got the big lead. Most would say they should kneel it, but the key word there is should. You never know here.
You never know. That's the exact play that should happen. But some people like stats. You know, some people like to put more things up on the board, but kneel down is usually the right play here.
We'll see what they do in this situation.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Apparently wants to throw it. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. On 3rd down, Palmer. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Dawson's kick is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
Brinza now, after the field goal, readies for the kickoff. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Here we go. Ohio.
After the Wildcat, a wide receiver carry. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd.
Hey, blue kid, dagger.
Play fake to Ajayi. It's Tannehill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, 3 dagger. Zebra.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's got time. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just 1 kneel here in this game. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Sally 19. Let's go.
Oh, Palmer looking to throw. Escaping, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside.
Here we go.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now Palmer to throw on 2nd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And now this one's intercepted. A 3rd interception for Palmer. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. So, Charles, are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them.